Good evening, everyone. This is Dr. Nat. We are discussing number 8 for Chapter 7 assignment. So let's read it out together. So a particular system is controlled by an operator through commands entered from a keyboard. The average number of commands entered in an 8-hour interval is 80. So this is our first clue over here. So A, suppose the processor scans the keyboard every 100 picosecond. I think this is incorrect. In the assignment, it is millisecond. How many times will the keyboard be checked in an 8-hour period? Show your work. So we immediately know that this is a programmed I/O because this is done at a fixed rate. So this is not user initiated. Therefore, we know that this is a programmed I/O, and nothing can change this. As long as the program is running, then the scans will continue on every 100 millisecond. Okay, so now it's asking us how many times will the keyboard be checked, or how many times will the keyboard be scanned. So first we need to know how many seconds are there in an 8-hour range. So I'm going to just convert that. So we have 1 hour, we have 60 minutes, and within 1 minute we have 60 seconds. So I'm just going to calculate this. This would cancel out, and I'm going to be left with second. So 8 times 60 times 60, I would get 28,800 seconds. So this is how many seconds I have in 8 hour, and it already tells us that this one scan is done in 100 millisecond. So 28,800 second. I want to get rid of the second because I want the final answer to be in scan. So one scan divided by 100 times 10 to the minus 3 second. So now I can cancel this out, and 28,800 divides by this guy over here, and my final answer will be in the number of scans. So let's do that using the calculator. Divided by 100 times 10 to the minus 3. So my answer is 28,288,000. So this is how many scans that the program I/O will do within the 8-hour span. So that is your part A. So now let's do part B. Part B, it's telling us by what fraction would the number of processor visits to the keyboard be reduced if interrupt-driven I/O were used. And you need to show your work. Now we already have a hint in the question, whereby we know that the user-initiated command using the keyboard is 80 within the 8-hour interval. So first of all, we need to compare the fraction between user-initiated versus programmed I/O. So for part B, we are actually talking about interrupt-driven I/O or user-initiated I/O. So now we compare between the two. So 80 divided by 288,000. So this is commands over scans, or typically we just say both of them have the same unit, which is both are commands. So command over command, and we get the fraction. They cancel out, and I want to know this in percentage. Okay, bear with me. So 80 divided by 288. So I would get times 100, I would get 0.028%. Now this is the utilization of interrupt-driven I/O in comparison to programmed I/O. Now we are asking, what would the number be reduced? Imagine a pie chart like this, and we know that this pie chart is 100%, which is equivalent to 288,000 scans, because we are comparing between programmed I/O and interrupt-driven I/O. Now within this pie, I am only using 80 scans. Within this pie, I am only using 80 scans, which is equivalent to 0.028. And therefore, how much is reduced? So basically, I am not using this part. I am only using this purple part. So actually I am reducing the utilization from compared to the programmed IO because I am only using the purple part. Therefore, from the 100%, I would minus the utilization of interrupt driven IO, which is 0.028%. So 100 or 100 minus 0.028, I would get 99.97%. And this is the reduction because this is the part that I am not using. Therefore, this part is reduced. Why? Because I am comparing it to the programmed IO. Okay, so I hope that is clear for everyone on why we have to do this part. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.